Hello, and welcome to the session Work Smarter, Not Harder, Time Management and Admission Deadlines. My name is Keegan Duncan, and I serve as the Dallas-Fort Worth Regional Admissions Manager at Texas State University. This session will give you some basic definitions of terms you might hear around the college admission world, as well as some tips and recommendations when you are participating in the college selection, application, and enrollment processes. Let's get started. First, it is recommended for you to get organized. While this can be difficult when starting a new process, here are some pointers that can help. First, create an email address that is specifically for the college admissions process. Make sure it's appropriate and easy to remember since you're going to be sharing this with different colleges and universities. Oftentimes, students will just use their name, like brucewayne@gmail.com, or possibly note that it is a college-only account, like brucecollege@yahoo.com. Check this account often and keep an eye on the spam folder so you don't miss something important from colleges. You might also want to share the account login information with the parent or guardian so they can help you through this process. Next, create a spreadsheet that will allow you to organize the research you're about to do on the colleges and universities that interest you. I will include some examples in a couple of slides once we discuss what information you should be researching. Finally, one of the first things you should establish for each college or university of interest is your admission counselor. Admission counselors, like me, serve at a specific university and are here to help make this process easier. Don't be afraid to ask questions or get to know us. Our top priority is helping you find the college or university that fits you best. Most schools will have a web page for their counselors. For example, this slide shows mine. When beginning your college search process, make sure to visit schools' websites and official social media pages. Watch videos and read stories about what happens on campus. Attend college fairs and presentations. If possible, even visit campus. Most schools will host campus tours during the week, as well as large open house events during each semester. Finally, ask questions during all of these times. Things to consider during your college search are listed here, like the location. Is it in-state or out-of-state? Can you drive there or do you have to fly? Is it in a large city or a small town? What's the climate? Are you okay with cold winters or hot summers? What is there to do in the area? Major. Does this school offer the major I'm interested in studying? Do they offer something comparable? Could it be under a different name? Do they offer something unique about their program? Public versus private and financial aid versus cost can often go together. Private institutions often have a higher listed cost, but can also offer more merit-based aid. Does the distinction in public versus private matter to you? Admission requirements. How does the school select students for admission? Am I likely to meet the admission requirements? Campus and average class size. Does this campus have a large student population or a small one? Are there classes often in lecture halls or conference rooms? Resources in reaching your career. What have graduates from this school or program gone on to do? Are there internships or jobs available through campus or nearby? How will this education prepare me for the next step? Here are just a couple examples of the spreadsheets I mentioned earlier. Now that you know some questions to search for, you can begin building a spreadsheet of your own with what is important to you. For the college application process, there are 4 types of application deadlines that we'll discuss today. First, early decision is typically a binding decision for students who are admitted through this process. It often has the earliest deadline, but will also usually net students the earliest response. Next, early action, which is a non-binding option, but still allows students who apply early to receive their decision, typically in January or February. Priority deadlines are listed by schools to help students be admitted in enough time to meet other deadlines, typically for scholarships. Schools that offer rolling admission can admit students typically within a couple of weeks from the point of them completing their application. Rolling admission is not dependent on other applications or an applicant pool. Below this are listed common requirements for the application. First is the application itself. Each college or university will accept applications from different sources. Some applications are only on the institution's website, so always start there, and they will direct you to the correct application. Application fees or fee waivers are often collected at or after the point of application. Be sure to research what will qualify you for a fee waiver at each institution so you can submit the proper documentation. Standardized test scores like the SAT or ACT are still required for most schools, but optional for some. You will also need to submit official transcripts to each college or university you apply. Work with your high school counselor or registrar's office to submit these. There may be some optional pieces like letters of recommendation, essays, or a resume, so make sure you check that information when you do apply. Finally, some majors may require an additional submission by way of an audition or a portfolio. After you've decided to which schools you will apply, it will likely be important for you to consider financial aid. First, complete the FAFSA, which is the free application for federal student aid and can qualify you for federal need-based aid, or complete the TASFA, which is the Texas application for state financial aid, which can qualify you for state-based aid if you do not meet the requirements for the FAFSA. These open October 1st each year, and it is important to complete these as soon as possible. One way to stay organized here is creating another spreadsheet. On this one, you can list institutional scholarship deadlines from the schools you are considering, as well as any outside scholarship deadlines you need to keep in mind. Also, include on this spreadsheet can be additional deadlines such as applications for on-campus student housing or decision dates by which you must accept or decline your admission and/or financial aid. Again, my name is Keegan Duncan and I serve at Texas State University. If you have any questions about Texas State or this presentation, Work Smarter, Not Harder, Time Management and Admission Deadlines, I hope you will reach out to me at the contact information listed here. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a great day.